Whispers in the walls. In the quaint town of Eldridge Hollow, nestled between dark forests and misty hills, stood an old Victorian house known as the Blackwood Manor. Locals whispered about its dark history. The original owner, a reclusive artist named Clara Blackwood, had vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trove of hauntingly beautiful yet disturbing paintings. Each canvas seemed to pulse with a life of its own, depicting scenes of anguish and despair. When Sarah, a young art student, inherited the manor from a distant relative, she was both excited and apprehensive. The day she arrived, an oppressive silence enveloped her, broken only by the creaking floorboards and the distant echo of her own footsteps. The air was thick with dust, and the lingering scent of decay clung to the walls. Determined to uncover the secrets of her inheritance, Sarah began exploring the manor. She discovered a hidden room behind a false wall, filled with Ilara's paintings. Each piece felt alive, and as she gazed into their depths, she could swear she heard faint whispers, pleas, cries, and desperate laughter that echoed in her mind. That night, Sarah was awoken by the sound of scratching, as if something was trying to break through the walls. Heart racing, she ventured into the hallway, where shadows danced in the flickering candlelight. The whispers grew louder, calling her name, urging her to come closer. Days turned into weeks as Sarah became increasingly obsessed with the paintings. They spoke to her, revealing secrets of Ilara's tormented soul and the tragic fate of the townspeople who had crossed her path. With each stroke of her brush, Sarah felt herself losing grip on reality, her dreams plagued by visions of Ilara, twisted and broken, pleading for release. One stormy night, Sarah found herself standing in front of the final, unfinished canvas. The storm raged outside, rattling the windows and casting eerie shadows across the room. The whispers crescendoed, turning into anguished screams. In a trance, she picked up a brush and began to paint, the brush moving as if guided by an unseen hand. As the last stroke was laid, a violent wind swept through the room, and the paintings seemed to writhe. The figure of Ilara emerged from the canvas, her eyes hollow and her smile a twisted grin. "You freed me," she hissed, but her voice was layered with pain. "Now, you must take my place." Sarah tried to scream, but no sound emerged. The walls of the manor closed in, the whispers turning into a cacophony of torment. She felt herself being pulled into the canvas, the cold grasp of despair tightening around her. In her final moments, she realized that the true horror of Blackwood Manor wasn't the spirit of Ilara, but the dark power of the art itself, feeding off the souls of those who dared to unleash it. When the townspeople finally ventured to check on the manor months later, they found it abandoned, dust-covered, and eerily silent. In the hidden room, a new painting hung on the wall, depicting a young woman with wide, terrified eyes, forever trapped in the grip of anguish. The whispers had returned, calling out for the next soul to claim, and so, Blackwood Manor waited, a hungry vessel for despair, its walls alive with the cries of the lost.